The worst chefs in kitchen nightmares. Hello and welcome back to Film Station. In this video, we're going to talk about the worst chefs in kitchen nightmares. So, let's get started. Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. 1. Amy isn't completely horrible as a chef, and as a restaurateur in general, she's certainly deserving to be the worst chef in kitchen nightmares. Gordon made a point of complimenting her desserts, which is reasonable considering that she is a baker by trade. But when it came to the other courses, she was completely off the mark. It wasn't just the bad pizzas that were sent back to the kitchen without her knowledge. The way she treated her staff was tyrannical. Amy became recognized in Kitchen Nightmares history as one of the chefs Gordon couldn't rescue when Gordon fired a server during the program for questioning whether she was sure about which table and order she was heading to. 2. Akira. After losing his confidence, Akira starts to let standards slip at Sushi Co. Gordon discovers all kinds of issues, including a hot fridge, and reuses sticks for the sushi. But the biggest problem is plain and simple. It wasn't enough to offer him sushi with frozen salmon and an awful bowl of miso soup for dinner. Gordon was similarly misled by Akira's recommendation of the sushi pizza. Gordon spits it out and informs the chef that it is an insult to both sushi and pizza. 3. Anthony. Gordon's eating experience is already off to a terrible start since it starts at 4:30 p.m. But Anthony's cuisine doesn't help. Despite the fact that Anthony believes his food is perfect, but Ramsay disagrees with it. It turns out that Anthony has never worked in an Italian restaurant before. His specialities range from unusual combinations like salmon and spaghetti to culinary abominations like the chicken-wrapped shrimp. Besides, from rock solid, the shrimps just ruin the taste of chicken. 4. Ricky. Gordon had a lot to deal with when this executive chef started rapping in the kitchen while customers were dining. Ricky didn't appear to care about anything, least of all the meal he was serving. He was out of his depth, purchasing frozen meals with nearly half of the ingredients required for the menu missing at any given time. Gordon eventually put Ricky up against his sous chef Lex. Ricky couldn't distinguish chicken from beef or steak from pork. But after the show, Ricky cleaned up his act and learned how to cook for real, realizing the promise Gordon saw in him. 5. Chappie. He earned a reputation for being the angriest after filming, and Chappie blamed Gordon for everything. 6. Doug. Gordon was already dealing with Rita and Lisa, but added angry head chef Doug to the mix and had a recipe for disaster. Doug's ineffectiveness was exacerbated by the fact that he was Rita's ex-husband, with an unstable relationship and unpleasant divorce making things more difficult. Doug had lost all interest in cooking. The menu specials hadn't changed in years, and he didn't create anything new. The last nail in the coffin was Gordon seeing him drop a piece of chicken on the filthy floor and then put it straight back in the pan. 7. Eric. The restaurant's failures cannot be blamed completely on Eric, especially because the owners had no restaurant expertise and he was only one in a long list of chefs to pass through the kitchen. But he definitely didn't help anything. Gordon finds Eric's kitchen dirty and in chaos, much like the rest of the restaurant, but Eric blames everything on a bad day. Eric's old rack of ribs, which he had been keeping for months, is so stinky that it makes Gordon ill, and Eric loses his job halfway through the show. 8. John. John, the owner and head chef of Mama Maria's, is at his wits' end trying to accomplish and do everything at once. Because of his refusal to delegate, he risks destroying the restaurant's remarkable reputation, which his parents established when they owned it. But John's chaotic cooking and bad habits endanger not only his business, but also the lives of his customers. Mama Maria's is forced to close by Gordon in the middle of service after someone eats a rotten lobster and ends up vomiting in the bathroom. An ambulance is called, and John is forced to face the consequences of his actions. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.